As you put together your marketing plan, I've got 3 rules for you to follow. 3 rules that I tell every entrepreneur that works with me directly. First rule, look established. There is no reason today that you should not have your brand look like a big established funded brand. All it takes is a WordPress site, which is free or $10 a month at most, and a WordPress theme. Most expensive one I've purchased is $50. It takes a few days to put those pieces together, and the result is a brand and a website that looks like the best funded brands out there. You can look just as good as Coca-Cola, you can look just as good as Morton Salt, and it will take you 48 hours or 72 hours, and you won't need a graphics designer. It's amazing. Now, that also means you need a good logo, you need some good text, you need some good fonts and so forth. And again, you can find all this online. There's some websites out there that will do logo designs for you as a contest for a small amount of money. My brands, all of my brands were done on 99 designs, spending no more than $500 to get a logo done. It's just amazing how the access you have these days to graphics design talent worldwide that will do this work for almost nothing. Second rule, always speak in the present tense, or at least don't speak in the future tense. What I see over and over again, biggest mistake I've seen is that entrepreneurs will come in and they'll talk about what they will do. When we are running, we will do this. When the product is out, we will do that. Well, the problem with speaking in the future tense is that it's a clear indicator that you have nothing now. And if you're out talking to investors or potential team members or whatnot, they simply will be less interested in what might be versus what is. So I challenge you now, if you are watching these videos and you are working on your business plan, then you are working on your business. It is not when I do my business, you are doing your business now. And no matter what your business is, just put that in the current present tense. Now, you can talk about the past tense, of course, if you've done something in the past. And if you have some traction and you have some things to tout and they were in the past, by all means, talk in the past tense. And if you have something on your roadmap, if there is something that you're not doing now, but you hope to do in the future and it is important to the story you're telling, then by all means use the future tense. But you are doing your company now, you are building product, you are developing product, you are outselling. If you're talking to customers, in any case, you are outselling, you are selling your product. Speak in the present tense. You will see subtle little changes. You will see that people will look at you a little bit differently. And the third rule is act funded. Now, this doesn't mean go out and spend money you don't have. What this means is when you have a choice between doing something the way that a funded company would, to look like a funded company, to act like a funded company, or not, then do the former. Because, again, when you're going out to talk to investors, the easiest way to raise money is when you don't need it. If you sound desperate for money, if it sounds like the only way this company is going to happen is if that investor writes a check, you have a less chance of getting the check than if you act like, well, we're doing quite well, we're bootstrapping just fine. If we had your money, we could go quicker. But you know what? We're just fine right now. That actually creates interest in your company. Just the way psychology works. Same thing, talked about your funded professional looking website, your funded professional looking cards. Do spend a little bit of money. Spend the money on the logo, spend the money on the business card, spend the money on the website. Because if you do just those 3 things, maybe spend some money with a graphics designer for a one sheet. That's a two-sided sheet of paper that describes your company. Right? Those little things will make it look like your company is well established on the way to success. And if you do that, then you will increase your chances of being on the road to success. It really sometimes is just as simple as that. There's a whole lot of choices on what you can do in marketing, but as a startup, you have such limited resources, there's only a few you can do in any given week or month or quarter. So what you should do right now is sit down and make a list and then prioritize the top 5. 5 actions you should take right now to help build awareness of your company. Number 1 on that list, if you don't have one, is a website. But if you don't have a logo, that would go even further up on the list, or a name. You need a description of your company. You need a whole page, you need a half a page, you need a paragraph description of your company. You need to go out and get at least 1 blog written about your company, even if it's your own blog. And then we go back through the lessons and look at all the different things you can do. Pick 5, put it on a list, and start doing them. And as you run your company, you should always have this list of 5 around, and you should spend a little bit of time every week and every month and every quarter working on whatever the top item or 2 is on this list. You want to build awareness of your brand and your product because it will make sales a whole lot more easy. And we'll talk about sales in the next lesson.